said you don't wanna wait, but I won't waste your time and
Hi guys, welcome back. So far we've covered cleansing 101, toning 101, and we're getting into moisturizing. So moisturizing is like the fun part of skincare because you can actually do layers in moisturizing. You can actually see the results, or rather feel the results immediately after putting on your moisturizer. And I'm just hoping that this basic part will be able to take you through like the most important bits of it and being able to decide what kind of moisturizer that you can use on your face. So let's get into it. So for those who are new here, my name is Stacey Nduta and I'm basically what you'd call an acne survivor, and I share skincare tips that will be able to help you achieve your healthy version of healthy skin. Let's get into it. So moisturizing is basically your third step in your skincare routine. Moisturizing basically is you being able to add moisture to your face. So you'd be able to say you're moisturizing. That's really after you've used your toner. For those who haven't watched the other video, I'll just link it up here. So if you're first and foremost, if you're deciding what kind of moisturizer you need to take into consideration what is your skin type. If you do not know your skin type, I'll link a video up here for you to be able to figure out which exactly is your skin type, because there are 4 types. You can either be oily type skinned, you can be dry skinned. Dry type skin. Dry skin. Anyway, combination, which is a combination of both oily and dry, and you can also be normal type. So for those who are normal type, most likely you're not watching this video because you do not have a care in the world and your skin is thriving. For those of us who I am combination skin at the moment. I used to be oily type. You can even go back to my older videos where my acne had literally colonized my face. So as I was trying to figure out what I can actually use on my face, I discovered a product that actually helped me clear that out completely, and I'll be able to talk about it in this video. So first things first, the important thing after first and foremost figuring out what's your skin type, the reason you're trying to figure that out is also because you want to use a product that will not be a waste of time. Let me just say that. Because for example, if you have dry type skin, you do not want a product that, after you've just applied it, you feel like you are basically like it just went into your face and that's it. You've basically exposed yourself to the elements and it did nothing for your skin. You want something that is, of course, heavy enough to sit on your face and not just the whole day, but be able to actually offer your skin that moisture it needs throughout the day. So that brings us to how to decide what type of product you need in terms of moisturizer. So I have a bunch of products in front of me right now, so I'm deciding if I should start with that or I should just take you through. I think I'll just take you through first. So first things first. So when you are deciding, we've said you first go through what type of skin you have. Once you've figured out what type of skin you have, think of it this way. The type of skin you have influences how dense your moisturizer should be. If you do have dry type skin, most likely a denser type, a cream, basically, that's what I'm saying. Using a cream is basically something that is going to sit on your face and actually, okay, I feel like if I go into the details of it, we might get lost here. But let me explain something. Look at the consistency of the product in terms of the moisturizer. So if you see, there's some stores that allow you to open the product and actually look inside, smell it, decide whether or not you're going to take it home, because you can't take everything home. That was a very bad joke. So so once you actually look at the consistency and decide whether or not it's good for your face, if you are dry, please, I'd advise you to go towards the heavier, denser bits, because you want something that has an oil, not really an oil base, but it's denser, something again that will sit on your face a bit longer. If you are towards oily or combined skin, you don't want something that will sit on your face, because that will end up, something like Vaseline. I know personally I cannot use Vaseline, but I can use Aramis, because Aramis is not as heavy as Vaseline, because it's nice and light. I don't know what they do, but they need to keep making Aramis. I'll put up a edition or something, because Aramis is life. So if you look at it that way, but that's an example, a very good analogy that you can use to compare. Aramis is light. For the countries that don't have Aramis, I don't know, you can Google and see what it looks like. Aramis, and then there's Vaseline. So Vaseline, the consistency is thick, and for an oily skin type, to put that and let it sit on your face, what happens is that it blocks your pores, and once your pores are blocked, it cannot excrete the excess sebum, and if it's not doing that, you get blocked pores, and blocked pores end up being breakouts. So that's basically the journey towards that big fat pimple you see in the morning and you don't understand, because oh my god, you've been giving your skin so much love and it decides to give you a pimple. It's life. So that's how you can look at it, and I really hope this tip really changed my life, because once I stopped looking at products based on, oh my god, I've been told to use this product by Neutrogena, or I've been told to use, mind you, please, Neutrogena, don't come at me, I'm just saying. So if I've been told to use this product by a local brand, like personally I can't use shea butter on my face, I cannot. But people with dry skin who use shea butter, oh my god, their skin thrives. They're just looking like the next model up in here. And you see, it's these two small things that you're able to figure out, okay, yeah, so that's not for me, this is for me. So please use that trick. It helped me, it changed up my routine, it helped me understand what kind of moisturizer I should be using. So now that that's out of the way, I'll show you a few things that actually helped me. For this moisturizer bit, I'll also cover a bit on serums, but not so much, because that will actually be a separate video. So this, and I've talked about it in previous videos, this is called Yoko Snail Cream. This one is the cheap version for people who want to buy snail mucin. So this one, it's actually pretty much over right now, but I'll just show you what it looks like. It's white. It smells like a cosmetic. It doesn't have any weird snail smell. So when I discovered, let me tell you a funny story. So, if I show you. So when I discovered snail mucin, I was so fascinated. I was like, so how did they decide that we are going to use snail slime on our face? Like someone just saw a snail and was like, yo, that snail could actually be on my face. So I researched, and apparently what happened is people who used to not harvest, I'd call it harvesting, but they used to harvest rice, so they needed to remove the snails from the what are they called? The rice paddies. I think that's what they're called. Those two sectors of land where they've so those snails, they used to remove them, and then they noticed the people who are removing the snails, their hands are so soft, because obviously they're using their hands. What are you using? Pliers. They're using their hands. So they remove them, and then they're like, hey, these people, they're like, hey, my skin. Check out my skin, And before you know it, people actually went into research to find out what is it that is in that slime that's making their skin so soft. And that's how they discovered snail mucin. So you can research it and see that snail mucin is actually such a profitable business. You can even see Dr. Organic has a line of it. There are certain brands that actually, that's the only ingredient that they have. And they're so expensive. So this one, I bought it still from my plug. I've already said or declared on this channel that I have a skincare product plug. It is Essential Mimuhimu. So this one I got it for 1,500. It's such a tiny thing. Look at it. I think it's let's see. It's 50 grams. 50 grams. I shouldn't have even read that. Now I'm just depressed. So it's 50 grams for 1500. And let me tell you that I've actually said this before, but it's someone who told me, like, I've done a video on this. I'll put the link here. So someone told me it's unsolicited advice, basically. So I think when I started Acne Musings, it was mostly about ranting because I was so angry and I was so tired of what everyone had to say about my acne. So I felt like I needed to say something about it, and then eventually it evolved to doing something about it. And now I'm here trying to help people because I've realized that you can get to the other side. You can actually manage to get to the other side. So this lady, I was walking through town, and then a Kanjo lady stopped me and I panicked. Kanjo is city council. So I basically panicked. I'm like, okay, what does she want? Did I break the law? Am I about to be fined for something? I don't have a car yet. So this lady was like, hi, Abari, hi, madam, what's wrong with your face? And then I told her, oh, it's just acne. It's just like this for now. I'm working towards clearing it. And then she's like, oh, you come, there's a lady who can tell you, where to buy the right thing and all that. So she took me to a shop across the street, and that lady was like, oh, there was a lady who actually had a breakout like yours. I told her to look for snail cream, and she was here the other day. It's all gone. I was like, hey, what is this miracle cream? So that's how I got it. I researched on Facebook. I was able to get a guy who sells skincare products in town, and I was able to buy from him. So I've been buying from him ever since. And honestly, I think he does have legit stuff, because I've never really bought, even my toner that I got it from him, specific products I actually get from him because he knows what he's doing. So he doesn't have any counterfeit items. He doesn't have any those bleaching things. No. It's basically specific things that can actually help you. So yeah, that's the story of snail cream. So something that I also use. This is tea tree oil. So this one I bought it. It's 70 bob. You can get it at Best Lady, I think. Yeah. So the reason when you're using this is concentrated, so you can't even use it on your face just like that. You need a carrier oil. So in terms of carrier oil, I used to use glycerin. I no longer use it as much, but I was using glycerin when I was doing something called dermarolling, which I'll link the video here. So dermarolling is very invasive, and glycerin is basically a building block. So I feel it really, really helped me in terms of, because I would apply it when I go to bed. So I'd wake up in the morning and I'm just like, oh my god, because my face was like so silky. So yeah, I no longer use it as much, and it's unscented. Please, if you do buy glycerin, or do consider to use it as a carrier oil for your tea tree. Tea tree is really nice in terms of clearing your hyperpigmentation. So those are the ones. I'll be able to go deeper into using serums and tea tree. So this is something you can find at the supermarket. Ingram's is amazing. I don't like the white one because it smells medicated. So the green one is basically camphor oil. Camphor. First of all, English is not our language, so just tell me if I got that right or wrong. I don't really care anymore. So Ingram's was suggested to me, I think, by one of my aunties, and that was a while back. And I actually stopped using it because what happens sometimes, this is actually an extra bit of information. What happens sometimes is when you use a product too long in your face, your body gets used to it and it stops reacting in the way, or responding, so to speak. So what I'd advise you to do is have like a rotation of products. Make sure the products don't react with one another, but do have a rotation of products so that your skin is exposed to a certain product for probably maximum 3 months. That's when the product ends. Because how much product are you using on your face? It's just this sector. Actually, everything I'm putting here is just for my face. I've never really used it for the rest of my body. My body, I use Vaseline lotion because their lotions are amazing. So that's pretty much it. And I am so grateful for you guys catching up with me today. Oh my god.